So you want to write a book, and maybe you've already started in Microsoft Word, maybe you haven't started at all, and most importantly, you don't want to be a lifestyle writer. And the reason I bring that up is that if you want to be a lifestyle writer, there are some really amazing writing tools out there on the market that would be worth your investment. But if you just want to write one book, perhaps save the money and use something as powerful as Google Docs for your writing project. Google Docs is free. It comes with a Gmail account. You can write and track and save everything online, which means you can access it on your phone as well as your computer. And you can bring people in to collaborate that you trust. Maybe it's an editor you hire. Maybe it's a friend or a family member you want to look over your project. But you also don't need the fancier softwares that come if you are a lifestyle writer. In which case, I recommend Google Docs. This video is simply an overview, just so you can feel comfortable with it before you dive into the rest of the videos of this series. Let's dive in. Google Docs is an exceedingly simple system to learn. Doesn't mean there won't be a small curve on your part if you're unfamiliar with online systems, but they've done a really great job keeping it very simple. Now, I'm going to start from the simplest point I can, which is from my internet browser. Now, that might be Safari, Chrome, Firefox, whichever one you use. If you're like, hey, Christian, what's a recommended browser? I like Chrome. Currently, I'm using something called Brave, which is a Chrome derivative. It's like the Jeep Grand Cherokee and then the Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. It's based off of Chrome. It's just slightly different. Chrome should work just fine for you, so don't feel like you need to go get some fancy browser to do what I'm going to show you in this video. Now, if you don't know how to open an internet browser, then perhaps you should go buy a typewriter. There are some super basic computer skills that you need before you should plan to use any piece of software on your computer. This is one of them. So I'm going to start from the internet browser. If you know how to open your internet browser, please follow along. I'm in my internet browser, and I'm going to simply type in, I'm going to click in the address bar, which is what this is, and I'm going to type in drive.google.com. Now, if I click and go here, and it says you need to log in, that might mean you don't have a Gmail account. If you need to set up a Gmail account, check out the video on your screen right now, and it will walk you through how to create a Gmail account, and then a very brief walkthrough of everything that brings with it. We're going to continue and walk into Drive. So let's assume you already had a Google account. You've come back here, and when you arrive, it'll look like one of two things. One is it'll always bring you back to your home page, which is kind of like a dashboard. And whether it's in list format or grid format, it's going to show you the files you last had open. For me, I have a planning matrix and some outlines. For you, it will have whatever you probably had open last. If you want to see the actual file system, so think of this as a lobby and it's showing you highlights of what you've been working on, but you want to get down to the file system, that's in this sidebar, you want to click on My Drive. And My Drive will show you folders and then individual files that are here on the top level. You can navigate in any of these. You would just double click on to be able to go into the folder. And then you have different other files in here. Also, if you sync to computers, so you can actually download an app to your computer that will sync files between your computer and your Google Drive. We're not going to go over that in this video. That is a totally different skill set. But if you did have that, it would be in this section. Someone else with a Google account can actually share files with you, and you can collaborate. If you share a file out to someone with a Gmail, they can find your files, only the people you share it with. So if you're a grandma and you want your grandson to help you look through your book, you share it to their account. This is where they will find that file. Also, if you just want to see the most recent ones, even though it still appears in your home similarly, you can specifically find the most recent files you've been working on. Every file can be favorited. I think from inside of the file, if you open it up, it'll let you star it. And when you star a file, those will appear here. Those will be your favorites, essentially. If anyone tries to share a file with you, because sometimes spammers will share a file with you like they know you, if you don't know them, do not open that file. Anything you trash will not immediately be deleted. It will be deleted after 30 days. And then if you want to learn a bit more about your storage size and how that storage is used, you can come down here to storage. Also, you have a new button that will help you open and create a new folder. If you want to upload a file or an entire folder, you can actually upload entire folders. And then if you want to immediately start creating the different types of documents available in your Google Drive, you can search anywhere in your drive up here in the search bar. You can use an advanced search. You can search by type, by people. So if you have people who've shared you files, when it was last modified, different types of advanced filters, support if you need it, settings for how you want to interact with your drive, and then the waffle button. If you don't know much about the waffle button, go find that video that's about how to create an account, and we'll briefly walk through all of that. Lastly is your My Account button, where you can go through how your stuff is, and then just some shortcuts to your calendar. And you can actually add little apps that are just allows you to jump back and forth to the apps that you like most. This is just a quick overview of the system. I hope this helps you feel just a little bit more comfortable with it. Don't forget to check out other videos in this series to really start diving into writing your book on Google Drive. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash and like and grab and all that other stuff so you can follow me going forward.